Hey folks, how are you? Patrick and Regina here. Thank you for hitting play on this video and enduring with us for the next, I don't know how long. Hey, listen, what we're going to do is this is our halftime review, right?
Yes.
So we are halfway through the year of 2026, and there's some stuff that's happened, there's stuff that's happening and going to happen this year. But we also want to do, we want to lead up to that where we've been and do just give a broad stroke picture of where we started and where we are today, because it helps you understand a number of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, thank you for joining us, but also thank you, folks. We want to, from the very beginning, we want to thank our Lord for considering us faithful, for causing us to continue, for sustaining us, for encouraging us, for equipping us to do what we do. He has burdened us with this ministry to serve throughout Native America, and we are glad for it. And so he's been merciful to us, and we met a lot of great people along the way, and we have a lot of supporters who are with us. More than supporters, we really change our lingo here. Partners. If you're praying with us, if you are financially supporting us, you are a partner in this ministry.
And friend.
And friend.
And friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part about ministry is we make so many friends and we want it.
And they're all spread out now.
Yes.
So.
So that's the hard part. Every church we go to is always our favorite church when we're there. Some are more favorite than others. No, who are we kidding? But the point is, it's the Lord has brought us a lot of friends, and not just our supporting friends, but also our friends in the field, those who we minister to, and actually who minister to us as well. It's a very mutual ministry that we're in right now, and so we're thankful to the Lord for that. But for those who are definitely praying for us, thank you for that. We need that. Continue to beseech the Lord that He would be glorified in Native America and He would use us in some way, and He is. And thank you those who write the checks every month, or as the Lord leads and you feel the need to write a check. Or those annual givers. Thank you so much. We appreciate that, and we can't do this without you. If I had the money myself, I'd fund this ministry. I believe in this. Actually, sometimes we do fund this ministry. A lot of times we do. We do. We give as well, so we can recommend it to other people. Thank you for being with us. So let's get on with our halftime review here so far. We are now in June 18th. And we are getting ready to take a trip. One of our, I don't know how many trips we've taken so far this year.
A couple. Yeah, just a couple.
Just a few.
Year.
We visit a few. This year, our travel is to visit with supporting partners in churches. That's all this summer. We did a trip in May up to New Jersey and Maryland and Delaware. Got some great supporting churches up there. We're up in Georgia as well, and went in Florida, south there, and we have some more trips to make. But right now we're getting ready for our denomination PCA's General Assembly, and that's a pretty big deal for us. That's the big one.
Yeah, that is our largest trip.
Yeah. And I compare that to mid-season MLB, right? For those baseball fans, that's the All-Star game, right? And that's kind of like halfway through the season, so that's kind of that's how I see it. But we're getting ready for the trip. We're leaving tomorrow morning, as a matter of fact, and we will touch on our budget and where we are financially. But I can tell you, I'm looking at my budget here up on my board, and that trip, just for the travel and the hotel, that is going to be $1,862.62. $1,800.60. So just getting there and staying there is $1,800. And then there's the booth. We didn't even talk about rental of the booth. And Occom Ministries doesn't take care of that part. Our MTW side does, because we're MTW missionaries, and so therefore we budgeted for that. So our MTW budget takes care of the
booth.
The booth. Thank you. I'm already forgetting. And our travel and accommodations, and we go as cheap as we can with hotels. We never really stay at the big conference hotel. It always costs more for that one. So we always do something cheaper and walking distance. so we have to rent a car when we get there.
Right.
But we are driving.
Yes. We're driving.
And making some stops along the way, some good stops with some supporters and another church we'll be visiting. So we try to make the most of every trip. So that's coming up. So I just gave you an idea of just one event and the cost. And then also we're bringing newsletters. And now if you are part of our e-newsletter, you'll see this embedded in a PDF. So you'll get to read this newsletter. We're going to cover a lot right now just talking through it. But just the cost of these right here. We have a budgeted line item for print jobs. And 200 copies, and it's a 4-pager. Right, so just by virtue of that, we're looking at a couple $100 for a couple hundred brochure flyers. What are they called? Newsletters.
Yes.
I'll get my words straight. So just that. So these are some of the things that just to exist as a ministry and identify ourselves and get out there, it just costs money. So we'll talk a little more about the budget. But what we need to do is we want to talk about our. Am I missing anything?
No.
Okay.
Just that
so
one.
This year we are focusing on fundraising both for Occom Ministries. We have our own budget over there, and also for Patrick and Regina. And Patrick and Regina draw 2 salaries from our MTW account. And unfortunately, at this point, we don't have enough to actually do that at full salary. So we need to focus on getting that where it needs to be. And so therefore we have to not do all the ministering that we want to do. This year is, and in years past we've done this, we just got to get our support account to where it needs to be. But what we can do here in this office, here we are in Florida at home, and what we can do in this office is a lot of communication. So aside from our travel for support raising, visiting, supporting churches, newer churches, general assemblies, another missions conference. And by the way, MTW has its regional missions conference in July.
East Coast,
not the big one. That's coming up next year, I believe, right?
It's next year.
So, but the East Coast hub over there is happening in July. Go to MTW, go to their website and look that up. But we'll be there in Virginia. And we get some other chores to do. Housekeeping, is that the best way to say it? Not sure. But it's not what we really love to do, is get out there on the mission field where we want to be all the time in various reservations and native communities. But this year we're doing something quite important. It's our Occom Institute. And if you've known us long enough, we've talked about it, and maybe someone says they keep talking about it. When's it going to happen? It could have happened years ago, actually. I could have sat down and put the whole thing together. But that is not the fun part. The fun part, the real part, I'm just using that word fun for fun.
Important.
The important part is to build the ministry in the missions language we call the nationals, right? We want to serve with those on the ground who are part of the people we want to serve. And throughout the years, we've had our native pastors gathering since 2020, and every year since, except for a gap year. And this year's a gap year as well, so it's every other year. But we've done 5 gatherings, and we met a lot of great native pastors and those who are aspiring to be pastors and their wives. And we have visited them where they live, and we've brought them together in Mississippi. And so we've had 5 native pastors gatherings, which is a ministry in itself. But it also enables us to meet people, and they can meet us. And friendships have been forged, and because of that, we have met some guys who we thought would be a good match to help us serve at various capacities. And so we got 2 guys that we're working with right now, Billy Tallis and Elijah Walls. Billy is Navajo out there on the reservation, and Elijah, he's a Chickasaw brother, and he's serving among Lakota in South Dakota. And these guys are helping us with our Occom Institute. And again, that's why I'm emphasizing again. The important part was to befriend folks and work with them, work together from the ground up. And so the time was right, and we met the right guys, and it's time now to start delivering on our certificate program using Third Mill. Check them out, thirdmill.org. That's our core curriculum, and we'll build on that with our own classes. But right now we have enough Bible and theology classes to work with for a good core certificate program, which is distance education. And one more reason for us to get out there and do some recruiting. And so the Occom Institute, Lord willing, will be up and running, ready to receive students in the fall. Still working on the website. It's going to be occominstitute.org. Don't even bother looking it up. It's not.
Still under construction.
It's under
That's
construction,
fine. Yeah.
and it's going to take more money for a real bona fide website. I'm throwing it together with WordPress, like our other websites. I put them together, but the day's no more of the days of me doing everything on that front. So Lord willing, we'll have a good budget, and we can have a real bona fide website that looks like all the rest of them, right? But we'll have something that's working and functional, Lord willing, in the fall. But we get some great guys serving with that. One of my friends, Robert Rothwell, Pastor Rothwell over there in New Hope Presbyterian in Eustis, Florida. He's the assistant pastor over there, and we've been friends for many years. And he'll be helping out with the as academic dean. And so we are working together and just doing all the internals right now as far as policies, procedures, and flow of how things are going to go. But we have our Occom Ministries, we have our curriculum, and we're ready to really hit the ground running this fall. So we just want to thank the Lord that we've come this far, that we have some native brothers to work with. So also, let's see, got a list here. So Lord willing, we can start doing some recruiting maybe this year. It's not on the. There's no budgeted monies right now for traveling and to recruit just yet, but we
do have a few students interested.
Yes, we have folks who are interested,
already.
And we just want to put the package together and give them the offer and get started. So, Occom Discovery Center. Well, we're always trying to raise money for that. Here we are in our house in Florida, and we want to bring it all together with the headquarters, with a discipleship center. With a retreat center,
all the above,
to do just basic discipleship for young Native folk Christians who want to come out and spend a few weeks or months to discover the Lord's will, to ask the questions that we all need to be asking. Is Lord, how have you prepared me for ministry? What do you want me to do? We want to help folks discern that. That's at the discipleship level, but at the same time, we want a real study center. If you've been tracking with us, you know that we have a number of libraries pastors' libraries that have been given to us. That's more of the cost, by the way, is storage of these books. Yeah. We have a storage unit in North Carolina right now, and that's part of the budget for Occom Ministries. We need to raise money for that. But the Occom Discovery Center, we've had bona fide real offers, and some are still standing offers.
That we're praying through.
We're praying through and looking at it, and some would be maybe only a place to start. And if those never know what the Lord's going to do, but we are looking. We definitely prefer something in Western Carolina for various reasons. So but until then, we still need to build a place. If we find a place, whether it's offered to us, for free land, we're still going to build upon it, and we got to keep it up and running. So we have an account for Occom Discovery Center. So please go to occom.org, OCCOM. You can say Occom if you want. Occom.org, and there's a place to give for the Occom Discovery Center. Yes. And yes, Occom overall, our need is we need our budget this year. It's a very humble budget, but it's more than what we have in our pockets right now. So I'd love to cut the check and just get it done with. But it's my job as the president of a ministry to make sure it's funded and move the ministry forward. Daunting task for me, but we need simply $14,000. And that takes care of our budget. That takes care of our
annual.
That's our annual this year. And we want to do more next year. But right now, this year, it's for all the admin stuff we talked about. We mentioned a place to store our books, storage unit there. And Occom Institute actually is in the general budget right now. We have a line item for that. And so we just need that this year. So please consider going to occom.org, OCCOM.org to give there. There should be a link here. Somewhere around here. I'll just point right there. There's a link right here. So also to note that Occom Ministries, we don't have an HR department. We don't have a payroll department just yet. No one gets paid through Occom, right? No. We will be offering compensation to our academic dean for doing the work of putting it all together. But there are no employees with Occom. Regina and I are funded through our MTW account. So we're supported by those who give there. So, and that's what we need to talk about right now is we already mentioned it, but we are certainly down in our account. And every year, if you've been tracking with us, you hear the same old thing. Maybe we talk about it more than others. Maybe we're just not good at getting it all for the next 4 years. A very typical plan for missionaries is to get, secure 4 years to be pledged, and they can just go on the field somewhere in the world, on the other side of the mountain, somewhere on the other side of Eastern Europe or Asia, wherever. They can just be there and just minister and not worry about the funds coming in. That's the ideal way to do it. 4-year term seems to work. Folks come back on the 4th year after the 4th year to raise more support. But we have just, because of whatever, because we're not good at it, for various reasons, we are not at full support. But we keep doing our work, and often we neglect raising more support for us. So that's our fault on that front, making our needs known. And there's other things we can do besides make a video and hopefully someone's going to watch it and write a check. There's more we can do, and we're working on that. So pray for us in that regard. We got a lot of plates that are spinning right now, but right now, until we raise our full support for the rest of the year, we're pretty much grounded. And that's another reason we're not traveling about to the field.
Yes.
But make no mistake, we're very in touch with the field, meaning we have constant communication with our nationals. We call them our friends because they are. Out there in Navajo and Montana and over there in Mississippi and South Dakota. We are in constant communication with the folks we minister to. And you can read about some of those things in this newsletter. So I'll save you that here, but you can read about that.
Click the link.
Also, just this morning, right here on June 18th, I just got an email. If we've asked you to pray for this in the past, it was 2024 when we first got the idea of a Choctaw audio Bible app. And that idea came about from talking to a friend of ours, Mark Patrick, and he preaches in Choctaw over there in Mississippi and Pearl River. And Mark has been a great friend since we met back in 2020. And he still preaches in Choctaw, and he laments the fact that the younger generation is losing it. They're not speaking Choctaw like they used to, and no one's preaching a lot over there in Choctaw. And so I said, Mark, how about a Bible app, an audio Bible? I listen to my Bible app every single morning for about an hour. I just put it on my Bible app, and I'm listening to someone read me the Bible. I said, are you interested in doing such a thing? Do you think it's a good idea? And he said, yeah, I think it is. And so Mark, who is going to be, Lord willing, he will be the narrator of this audio Bible app. And we already have someone who is volunteered to be the sound engineer to record Mark. But just, we prayed for somebody to do this. We got the 2 core guys who are very, very interested. As a matter of fact, our friend Dale Sosi, he's a Navajo fella, and we met at the Native Pastors Gathering years ago. And when I gave this idea to him about what Mark and I were thinking about, he says, Patrick, we got to do this. We just cannot let this thing, we can't forget about this. We got to do this thing. And so I'll never forget that phone call. And so we put a prayer request because we need someone to put together the app. I don't know how to do an app. And please don't tell me to call AI. We're not doing it. Sorry, I'm not doing AI. We have some able people in Native America who would love to use their gifts. Well, just a few months ago, we received a phone call, or an email, I'm sorry. We get an email from Thailand. Who from Thailand knows us? And why are they asking us about this Bible app thing? Evidently, I mentioned it.
Yeah.
And they heard. I don't know how they heard. Well, it turns out the missus, she's Muskogee. And I'm not going to out her just yet. I'm not going to dox her once we get it solid. But we just got an email from her. And she's Muskogee, and she knows how to make apps just fine. She's actually done a couple of them. And right now we're in dialogue about what she can do for this project. And so she can actually put the app together so the voice will track with the text and everything else. And but we just got to get it recorded, and we just got to figure out what this is going to take. It's going to take money. because our engineer is from Navajo, and to drive all the way to Mississippi takes gas money and food, and you got to stay somewhere and all the rest. And so so we have some the big pieces coming together. We got a voice, we got someone to record the voice, and we also have someone to take the voice and put it on an app. And now we just got to pull it together. So that is something that we're working on. Right now it's still in the dialogue stage, but it's we got 3 willing people to do this. So I'm excited about it. This will take money as well. We don't have the estimate. It's
still new. It's still in the development stages.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of hours to make the app and to do that for sure. And she deserves to be compensated for her time, and as well as the engineer who's going to be doing a lot of traveling. It'll be more than one trip for sure.
Yep.
So anyway, that's what's going on with us right now. We're excited what the Lord's doing. There's a lot of potential here. We just want to see it actualized. And we need you to help us move forward. And if we could spend less time raising our support and more time on the ground doing the things, as much as we love telling you what we're doing, as much as we love to visit and drive around all supporting churches and such, and report what the Lord's doing, we want more to report. And we want to cross some finish lines and get to some milestones at least to say the Lord has done this. And He's done a lot. If you read our emails, by the way, you can check out our past issues if you're new to this Lennox Letters the digital version.
They're there.
You can go in the margin, and you'll see past issues to see what the Lord has done. And I think that's
right?
Thank you for hanging with us if you've stuck around for 21 minutes 45 seconds.
Yes. So we got to cut it short because I got to get this thing edited or at least loaded up to YouTube to make it able to go onto MailChimp, which most of you will be seeing this on MailChimp.
Yes.
MailChimp is our email server.
Yeah.
So it takes a little bit of work. So that's what I'll be doing right now. Regina has laundry to do. You can boil some eggs for the trip. What else are we doing? We're leaving tomorrow.
It's packing day.
Yes, packing day, pack the car and everything else. So, we didn't talk about this. Speaking of the car, we're taking our car, not our RV.
Yes.
And the reason for that is we have hotels in Louisville, Kentucky. And someone's calling me. And no. So he's gonna kill me. He's a good friend, so good friends can kill me. So the Lord gave us a generous gift. Someone had given us some money for our RV. Yes. So we're upgrading a lot of stuff in that RV. Yeah. We got to fix a leak. We're chasing down a leak right now, and water's coming
Where
in.
is it? Yeah.
Where is that leak? But we have a lot of electrical stuff to do, some rewiring and what have you. So that's going to happen with this gift. And also, the Lord has gifted us with great friends. And as a great friend of ours who is quite handy, and he happens to be a electrical engineer, so he keeps me from dying from doing these projects on my own.
It's a good thing.
So we have another set of hands, another set of eyes, and another brain working out this RV, helping me put all this together. So that's another. I just want to thank the Lord for that publicly, for the gifts that He has given us. So the Lord's moving. We're moving. We want you to move with us, and please be our advocates for this.
Hey, and if you're at General Assembly, come visit us at our booth.
Where is that going to be?
At 347. I think booth 347.
347.
And find us, Red Occom Ministries. So we'll be there next week.
Yep, that's it. Starting Tuesday. I think we got it. We're at 23. Okay, good. Hey, folks, thanks for enduring with us. Appreciate you. And Lord willing, we'll have a great report come fall. All right.